Envisioning becoming a dream woman and showing up as her. In this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to reset my life after internship and what advice has helped me to glow up my mind and what are the actual tips that I'm going to do in order to reset my life, in order to achieve that goal that I want and to achieve my dream life. If you want to join me in this journey, keep watching. Chapter number one is about mindset, and let me just be genuine with you. After finishing internship, I feel like I am proud of myself for that moment that I had. But again, there is this disconnect, and I feel a little bit lost and a little bit disconnected from my mind. And I want to do my best to achieve my dream life and start leveling up my life to the person that I want. Here are a mindset that have helped me to glow and to start living my dream life. Number one thing is changing what I consume online. Of course, we are going to scroll, and things that I'm consuming online are things that I'm going to become. They usually say that you are average of 5 people you spend much time with. And for me, I usually spend much of my free time online. I want people who are either challenging me or people who are giving me advice or people who are inspiring me to do something. I don't want people who are making me feel bad about myself or comparing myself to people who seem like perfect. I just want natural vibes, and there are topics that I'm going to watch so that I start achieving my dream life. They usually say that you are average of what you consume. So if you're wanting to level up your life, these are the YouTube channels that I recommend to you. These are all the books that I recommend reading, and here are the podcasts that I'll be watching, and you can too. Number two thing that I'm going to do is reframing self-talk. Out of the life challenges and all that comes into life, I found myself talking to myself in a negative way, and I feel like a failure, and sometimes I feel like I am falling back as if I'm not going with the trend. And this makes me to have that negative self-talk. And I have learned so that I become my dream self, I must stop the negative self-talk and reframe that because it's holding me back from achieving my dream self. Sometimes I usually tell myself, oh, I feel much behind. And from now on, I'm not going to tell myself that I'm feeling behind. I'll tell myself that I am exactly where I want, but I am growing to my dream self. Reprogramming my mind will help me to stop all those complaints and start actually trusting in myself and having trust in my dreams. I watched this video and it has helped me to reclaim my negative self-talk to having personal love and self-love from within and validating myself. Instead of talking myself negatively, I replace that with words of affirmations that are going to tell me where exactly I want to be and encouraging me to be that girl that I want. Number three thing is writing down what my dream goal is. Research has shown that writing down goals make them happen 40% more than those goals that are not written. And so I'm going to write all the things that my dream girl is like. What does she looks like? What does she dress? How does she walks? Where is she living? How much money does she make? How much time does she spend on herself? How much money does she spend on herself? How is her work routine? How is her morning routines, her evening routines? How does she communicate? How she treats people? All those things are things that I'm going to write down on a paper so that this becomes clear in my mind what exactly I want, because I don't want my mind to just hover around. Number four thing that is a game changer in this is visualizing being her every morning or every night. Dreaming and wishing is one thing, but visualizing and getting that reality into your mind, feeling the same thing as if it has already happened, is another thing. I have gotten this from the great book called Think and Grow Rich, and the author usually say that having that great desire is what separates from wishing to achieving the actual dreams. And he says that wishing will not bring riches, but he says that wishing riches will not bring the riches to reality. But having that desire and a mindset of obsession, then planning definite ways and means to acquire those riches, backing up those plans with persistency will bring the riches into reality. Visualizing that in your mind and seeing that as if it has already happened and feeling that mindset into you and that emotional vibe that comes with achieving your dreams helps to reframe your brain, and like magic, it makes those dreams to become a reality. And in that, I'm going to make a vision board in Pinterest of the woman that I want to be and that girl version of me that does not fear to do things but embraces life as it is. I don't want this to just be an illusion, but I want an actual thing and a real thing. Another mindset of becoming my dream version is becoming my best friend. We all want friends that are there for us, constantly challenging us. And that is why I have this one, which is my journal, where I write all my things without judgment and without even any intention or any plan. You know why? Because when we have our thoughts and we have our goals, we want somebody to keep there for us, to keep encouraging us. And being there for myself will help me to become that girl and achieve that dream life. Writing down all my negative self-beliefs that I have that are keeping me from achieving my dream life, writing all the affirmations that I need in order to become my dream self, doing all the shadow work so that I may know what are the things that are in my subconscious mind and are making me or are holding me to achieve my dream life. All writing them in a journal will help me to become more clear with my mind and to become the best version of myself, and to always be there for myself. Because sometimes when I don't feel like doing something, I just write it down, and after that I'm going to find why am I not feeling like doing something, and I come with solutions to how I can do or how I can actually achieve that. Now that I have all the mindsets ready, it's time now to make actual actions that are going to make me act like a dream girl. And let's go into setting my goals. Let's be realistic. Number one thing that I want to now achieve in resetting my goals is actually waking up early in the morning and having soft morning routine. I know myself that I am not a morning person, but that girl is a morning person and embraces soft morning routine. And that is what I want to build now, that I want to be more intentional about my morning and to set actual routines that I follow. Most times I usually tell myself that I am not a morning person and so I'm not going to wake up early. But I have found myself struggling in and out, and that is one thing that my dream girl wants to achieve, and I want to be there. I have started challenging myself to waking up early. I will wake up early in the morning, have a slow morning, have time for breakfast, have time for meditation, time to read, and time to journal, to write out my intentions of the day, and just romanticize my morning so that I may enjoy that process instead of having days that I'm rushing into things. This will help me to feel like I'm building my life with more intention. Number two thing that I want to achieve is having body movements without pressure. I know I have wanted to do this for a very long time, but my current self keeps on procrastinating. I feel like I don't have the motivation, I don't have the energy, and when I do it for the first time or the first day, by the second or the third day, I'm already feeling tired and I don't have the energy. But my dream self hates the gym and embraces workout and moving up the body. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to do like those pressure workouts because I don't want anything to have pressure and to discourage me. And so one thing that I want is just having 10 to 15 minutes of YouTube workouts at the comfort of my room or at the comfort of my bed each and every day consistently, and make it a habit. I usually say that it's not about perfect routines, but helping me step by step to getting my dream life, and I already feel that. The next part of my goals is my spiritual self and emotional self. And number three is creating quiet corners of my day. By this, I mean creating moments like 20 minutes a day, maybe to connect with my thoughts, to connect maybe with my world and just relax and do nothing. Sometimes it may feel like just listening to the birds of the air or just looking at the window, just taking moments to breathe. It can be simple or just a guided meditation. This is a moment that Lavender calls it sacred stillness, but for me, it's a moment to reconnect myself and stop all this rush of comparing myself and just connecting with myself and my thoughts. The thing I want is to feel to heal. And in this, I'm talking about my emotions and letting my emotions in a safe way and in a safe space. And I usually do this through journaling. This is checking through my emotions and knowing what exactly is in my mind. What am I avoiding? What do I need? How do I feel right now? What should I let go? What should I grow? Becoming that girl will not just be a journey, but also time to reflect and to organize my minds back so that I know what is my progress, what do I want, and what is the actual thing that I am feeling today and how I can help myself for tomorrow. One last thing that I'm going to do for this is not having overwhelming to-do list, but I will have daily focus system. What is one thing that I'm going to grow? What is one thing that I'm going to stop doing? My focus for this month is just simple: having a discipline, letting go of comparison, and growing my channel with intention. And that is why I'm making these videos, to help me grow this channel and to build a community that is ready to glow up together. If this feels like you, that you want to grow, you want to have somebody motivate you or give you tips or be there for you or inspire you to glow or to grow, this is where you are supposed to be, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for being here, and let's do this together, because I am there for you and you're there for me, and we can do all these things together. We just need to support each other, and I know we are going to get into that dream person that we always want and we always admire to become.